kind of tasty. I like it.
Keep going.
I don't know why that happened.
Tasty Jams, T-ball, fault. Take one.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? And you're welcome. Welcome back to Two Beers and a Whiskey, starring me, Seth Lakehouse, and no one else.
That's it. We don't matter.
To my left is Pedro, the pastor, Carrasquillo. And to my right is Watson, the rotten meat Thompson.
That one's a little weak. I still love Mudflap.
I made it on the fly.
Mudflap might be the all-time. That might be the all-time leader.
He keeps the shit from getting to us by just attracting it to him.
Rotten meat.
One of these times while you're doing this, I'm just going to commit seppuku right live as my introduction.
That'd be horrifying. Still
That would actually be very traumatizing. In fact,
Good content.
considering there's a sword right there, I don't know if I necessarily trust
How
you.
many
Still
how
upload
many
it.
shares though would that get?
Probably a bunch.
A lot.
Your views would boost.
You know what? In fact, Watson, I think for the good of the show.
Yeah, this is best case for
I'll
everyone.
be honest, if I censored it, you might make us rich.
He didn't really do that, and we keep the joke that Watson's is not on the show for like a couple weeks, and then he comes back as a new man.
All right, today we're drinking Lion Hugel's Grapefruit Shandy.
Hey-o.
It's a good old shandy.
You know what? It's a good day for fucking Shandy. This is a good call.
You know, I was actually thinking that. I was like, you know, we need something a little refreshing today. It's a nice day. It feels very fall outside. This is bad. This
This is all we have. I couldn't find the other ones.
Move your arm. I got it. This, of course, is a standing bottle opener. You gotta
Oh, no.
God damn it.
Oh, no.
There's a hint. I need the bottle over here.
That could have ended tragically.
Let's set that down. Because
But yeah, I agree. It's a very good day for Shandy. Just a nice warm day. I debated going up to Little League today, and then I waited for that feeling to go away. Well, because I wanted to go to the Chick-fil-A food truck.
I like that.
Of course, Williamsport, the home of the Little League World Series. Also home of the worst decisions ever. They're doing traffic on that road.
Yeah, I don't understand. Who the fuck did that?
They're doing construction on that road when the worst traffic of the year. They always do it. Dude. They do it every year. They have the construction during the worst time of the year.
Is that like
Up by
Is
bike
that like a
versus-
PennDOT thing? Like
It's either, but I don't understand why the governor doesn't shut it down.
Governor Wolf.
Just shut it down.
Wolf.
Or the mayor. The mayor probably has that ability. Shut it down.
Why can't we have like a cool mayor, like the Toronto mayor does like a bunch of drugs?
I like a hot one.
Or a hot
You know what I'm
one.
saying? Like a sexy. You ever see that president of fucking...
Oh yeah, off the wall country. She's fucking hot.
No,
blonde.
the Crimea. The president of Crimea.
Crimea.
Yeah.
I don't know if that one went so well. I mean,
Yeah, she didn't
Kind of got her country just annexed. There we
She
go.
didn't do a very good job, did she? It doesn't matter, though.
Didn't see that coming.
Yeah. That's all
Just
that
have a
matters.
country just annex a piece of land.
Welcome
like
to
they're-
America. That's all we care about. She's good looking.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what
Welcome
you
to
guys
America.
care about, but I'm not worried about her personality or her policies. So.
And that's why we are where we are, buddy. God bless them. God bless America.
Home
God
of the free.
bless America. God damn it.
Budweiser.
Land of the brave.
3 Budweisers.
How you guys doing? We haven't recorded in a hot minute.
I am outstanding. I
Are
missed
ya?
you boys.
I feel pretty good today.
I feel great. I worked the overnight for some reason, but I feel good. I feel energized.
Let
I'm
me
ready to
stop you
go.
there. Who says the overnight? Worked the overnight. That's weird.
What do you want to do? I worked third shift.
The overnight.
I worked overnight?
No, it's the overnight.
No, it's not. It's,
Yes.
I think
say
either
the
way it'd be
overnight.
correct because it could be the overnight shift.
it's just weird. I've never heard someone say the overnight.
I've never heard the overnight either. It is a little. I mean, if we're speaking society-wise, it's a little strange, Pedro.
Listen,
But I'm not mad at it.
I work in a different society, unfortunately.
Do you-
there's things you things you don't understand.
he's from Boston, so I mean, maybe they say that up there.
I'm not from Boston.
No,
what?
Pedro.
Pedro's not from
I'm not
Boston
from
either.
Boston.
Yeah, New York City, same thing.
Whoa.
You know, I kind of agree with him.
Why? You know what? I'm not gonna do this. I'm not Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it.
Yeah, it's good to see you, boys. Watson, how are you doing?
I'm all right.
No one cares. Just kidding. I care, buddy.
That was hurtful. That was amazing.
It's been a bad day.
It's been a bad day, but
Yeah.
it's been a funny bad day for me.
Has it?
Yeah, because like I hear all your struggles and I'm laughing at them.
Been a
Because it's
bad
only
day.
shit that happens to you. Like it's funny because like similar problems happen to you across the board.
You know, I'd be all right with them if like it had anything to do with like if it was a cause and effect, like it
Yeah.
was the effect of something that I caused.
Yeah, it doesn't though.
But it's not. It never is.
yeah, it's just random like super annoying stuff that happens to you.
It's like someone's going out of their way to inconvenience.
Yeah.
That's exactly what
It's
it
like
is.
God is like, fuck this kid.
Yeah.
He has a note button, and
Right.
he like looks down on his monitor and he sees that my happy meter's starting to go up.
Like,
I'm
yeah,
nope.
no.
Nope.
We need to tune that
Maybe
down.
like here's my theory. Maybe he's like mad at you for something. Maybe you gotta shave the beard. You start trying to change things, change your life.
They do say when you change stuff up, maybe it makes the bad juju go away.
Yeah. Are you still in debt from crashing your truck?
Yeah.
Why are you throwing his personal business out there?
Well, I mean, it's not that personal. You crashed your truck.
Yeah, but nobody needs to know Watson's poor. Okay. Oops.
You still.
Surprisingly, this conversation's not making my day any better.
Listen, I tried to veer back on the road, and we
You
hit a
still
bump.
haven't paid your taxes?
Some of them,
How do you not? Wait, what?
because I owed money. Owed a lot of money.
Oh, you never hide money from Uncle Sam.
Our baby boy over here. What did you claim?
I fucking
Eight?
no.
Oh, no.
I claimed two dependents on my form. Don't know how the fuck I did that.
You got two kids I need to know about Watson.
Yeah,
mean-
Vicky and Seth, but
I thought you had a crazy number like 5. Or
no, it was
something.
2. It was 2,
became
but
Antonio.
that two cost me $800.
No, I'll tell you why though, because it's confusing. Because they have like check 1 if you're a veteran, check 1 if like they list a whole bunch of circumstances,
just follow
and at the bottom it's like okay, add the numbers up. So that's what you probably did. You just followed the directions. I almost did it, and I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't sound right. So
You were like, right, you had like 9 kids.
I think I claimed 1, and that
Because you
leaves
can claim
me-
yourself.
that leaves me with like a little bit at the end of the year.
I just
Not a
claim
whole lot.
0. No need.
Well, I do now. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, God, damn it right you do. Uncle Sam, you never hide from Uncle Sam.
No.
God bless America. It's great.
No, but you get behind on that stuff and you try to take out a loan to
Yeah.
take care of all your debt. Not happening.
Ask Wesley Snipes.
Yep, you're not getting where'd that come
Did you hear he tried to fight Joe Rogan?
That would have been amazing. I would have watched that. I
Yeah,
would have watched
they-
it on paper.
They had a bout scheduled, and Joe like talks about his podcast.
I think Joe Rogan would have killed him.
I think Joe Rogan would have fucking
But
killed
I don't
him.
think. I think Wesley would have held his own for a little while.
I don't think so, dude.
I think
Dude,
Wesley's
Joe
a bad
Rogan
man.
was a taekwondo champ. Have you ever seen him kick?
Yes.
I mean, I know I've showed you guys the videos about 100 times.
fucking the kick from Hades.
Yeah, dude, I'm pretty convinced Joe Rogan could kick through a human body.
Well, I would pay to see it.
He has
pay.
the record for that power cube. He threw the hardest kick.
I would pay.
He's gonna cave your chest in anyway.
I would pay large
150,000.
amounts of money to see someone get kicked by Joe Rogan.
He's gonna stand there, flip that leg around, and be like, "Flail chest, motherfucker."
Yeah.
I've been in martial arts for a long time. I've never seen a kick that as thrown as perfectly.
Dude, he was
and
teaching
hard as Joe
GSP
Rogan.
how to kick.
Isn't that amazing? He's
Incredible.
like, here's how you throw a spinning back kick.
Bang!
GSP.
Whoa! What the?
Whoop.
The best was the look on GSP's face when he saw it. Like, I'm not gonna be able to do it like that.
He actually came on Joe Rogan's podcast like a year ago.
I saw that one.
And he was talking about that, how JCP's like, I've never seen a human body exert so much force.
But then they showed the video, or Joe Rogan mentioned he like kicked the guy and knocked him out.
Yeah.
And like GSP's like, is that guy dead?
In a Taekwondo tournament, the guy went flying through the air.
Amazing.
Now, do you
That
think
was like in
he
the
could-
'80s too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Do you think he could do that same thing under pressure with less time to prep?
Yeah, I actually do think so. Because you know what Joe Rogan's going to do? He's going to smoke a whole bunch of weed. Then he's going to walk in that ring against Wesley Snipes. And he's going to go, let's fucking go.
So
I'm talking not at the beginning, like in the middle of a fight. Is he gonna be able to?
Yeah,
to-
Here's what we do.
I think so.
We fly to LA and we just bum rush Joe Rogan and see if he kicks one of us.
Dude,
What
there's
if he kicks all of us?
There's
He
that,
could.
There's that famous clip of him like getting in a fight on Fear Factor.
It wasn't really. He just held the guy's head.
He threw a knee strike to the guy's
He
face.
did not knee strike
No,
him.
he threw it though. The guy pulled back, but Joe Rogan grabbed him, threw him in a clinch and threw the knee. Like,
Why did you do this?
Because this guy like was trying to basically this guy on Fear Factor it was his wife or girlfriend. Like she was real volatile and like they lost some challenge and then she went and punched somebody and he's like, hey, you can't assault people, and the guy's like, whoa, or hey or whoa some shit.
He goes,
like
hey,
that.
buddy. Joe Rogan goes, hey, buddy. And the guy comes at Joe Rogan. And, Joe's, you don't fuck with Joe.
Amazing. You shoot
Knocks
like
him
he gets a hold of you, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
knocks him out cold and looks over and be like, evidently fear is a factor for you.
Yeah. He's like one of those sleepers. Like you remember the old Need for Speed games where they had like the cars that appeared stock but had like crazy shit under the hood.
Yeah.
That's Joe Rogan.
Dude, yeah, I feel like Joe Rogan has the strongest grip I have ever seen in my life. Like I feel like that man grabbed you, he would just rip apart whatever he grabbed.
Like you start screaming and begging for mercy
Yeah.
immediately.
I mean, he's a black belt in 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu, which in itself is impressive.
I don't know what that is, but I'll take your word.
It's Eddie Bravo's Jiu-Jitsu school.
No, don't know who that is.
Tiny
It's-
guy like me.
It's Tony Ferguson's Jiu-Jitsu.
So do they kick pipes?
No, they don't kick pipes. That's exclusive to Tony Ferguson.
Exclusive to Tony Ferguson
kicks
School of
pipes?
Jiu-Jitsu. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so before the Khabib fight, before he tripped and broke his knee, he was showing, he posted a video online of him kicking a steel plate, like, super hard. He's like,
You gotta
"That's
wonder.
you, Khabib."
Wonder maybe that attributed to the.
Yeah, you gotta wonder about his, like,
No.
yeah, wonder about his maybe irresponsible training practice.
What if it was just one of those situations like that time you tried to race that kid at work and like right before the fight, I'm ready to fight, guys. I'm ready to fight. Oh, my knee. So bad. So much pain.
It was my calf. I said I had a calf.
Oh,
Dude,
God,
so
yeah.
I took a step and then I fell over and rolled. I was like, ah.
So here's my thing. Like, real quick aside on MMA fighters. My biggest problem with MMA fighters, I love watching MMA. Granted, I don't like necessarily have a passion for it, but I find it entertaining. But I sometimes feel like these guys are surrounded by the biggest group of idiots you could possibly surround yourself with.
Why? Because they hurt themselves all the time?
Well, it's when they do stupid shit. Like who on Tony Ferguson's team? They're like, you know what? You should kick that.
I think it's just Tony. I think it's just Tony.
But someone filmed it clearly.
Yeah, someone did film
At what point is the voice of reason where like you're like what in the fuck? Where you ever hear just like where their corners won't point out necessarily what's going wrong.
They're just like, oh, you're doing great. You're doing
like
great.
I maybe is it like a positive talk thing where you
He
don't want
needs
to
a
point out
devil's
the fighter?
advocate, is what you're saying.
Well, I just like so my thing is like if you're not checking kicks, does it hurt the guy to be like, hey, you may want to tuck your chin, check a kick, or is it just like our fighters like in that when they're in that state because maybe you're in that fight or flight mode like you don't want to break them and be like, hey, you're losing. Like, yeah, I don't know. I just
the fighter and the coach. I don't know. If someone was certainly
Weird.
getting their leg torn up, I'd be like, hey man, maybe check that kick.
But you
Who
know
was that recently? They just weren't checking kicks. We saw a fight recently where someone was just getting a shit beat out of their legs and they weren't checking at all. I forget what was it Demetrius Johnson?
No, it was Cejudo. Yeah, it was Cejudo against Demetrius.
Yeah.
And he wasn't checking kicks. I'm like, what's he doing?
That was an enjoyable fight.
That was a great fight. That was an outstanding fight, even.
That was a good fight night.
I'll be honest with you, because like usually when because of the first Henry Cejudo Demetrius Johnson fight, I was like, this is gonna fucking be awful. But that was really probably one of the best fights I've ever seen. It was so
And
good.
I loved how Mighty Mouse took his loss
Yeah.
too.
The grappling exchanges were
Right.
amazing.
I'm so glad you were there, Seth.
Me too.
Hashtag we're all here.
There was a 20% chance that I was gonna miss the TJ Dillashaw Garbrandt fight.
Whoa.
And it fucking went. I got that 20%.
And
It could have been, and the time span was just enough that I missed the entire thing, and I came back when they were interviewing TJ Dillashaw.
God, that was another entertaining fight. TJ.
Yeah, Cody Garbrandt's got some problems he
Dillashaw.
needs to work out.
They both just stop after like when he goes down. The ref stopped it. Him and Robert both turn and look at me and just go.
Yeah, Robert was telling me. He kept giving me shit.
And the look of defeat on Watson's face.
Cody Garbrandt's in a weird spot now, man. 'Cause you almost got to switch classes because you lost to the champ twice. He ain't getting a third fight.
It's just like what my biggest problem with Cody Garbrandt, because I remember before this whole hype thing, like I like Dillashaw because of the way he fought against Renan Barao and everything like that came out of nowhere. But like the whole issue with whatever the fuck his team alpha male or whatever the fuck it is, like I'm to the point I don't want to hear about it anymore.
They're kind of little bitches, aren't they?
They're team beta male.
Because like they went after Paige Van Zant too for switching teams, and it's like
They get real butthurt.
all right, well let's chill out, man.
But anyway, my thing is just like Cody Garbrandt from when because there was this big rivalry. I'm like, okay, let me do my homework here. What's the issue here? Mm-hmm. And basically, so this is from like a really skewed lens. But when I watched the 2 seasons of Ultimate Fighter he was on, he was a fucking hothead the whole time.
Yeah.
I'm like, this dude's an asshole.
Can we talk about how amazing that scene with Conor McGregor is though?
Conor McGregor predicted it, the little snake in the grass.
to a T. He predicted everything.
There he is. There's the little snake.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Do you think people just hate when Conor McGregor's right? Like, is that probably the most insulting thing in the world?
I'm assuming. Did you hear the story about how he predicted the Jose Aldo knockout?
Yes, he did.
He's like, it's gonna be real quick.
Mystic
He's gonna come
Mac.
in, he's gonna throw it. I'm gonna throw it like this.
You mean the teen? Mystic Mac predicts.
With his fucking little voice. I can't wait for Khabib.
Dude, that's a good. Let's talk about that. It's not gonna be my topic, but I want to talk about it because we got a certain amount of time. Watson's feeling a certain way about recording today, so.
That's real nice.
I love the way you just find the way to get him under that bus. That's impressive,
dude. I do. And this is our life because I can get him riled up over the smallest things.
Oh, I'm sure he.
It's pretty amazing.
But Watson's quite effective at like he drops that little brain grenade that like what he does is he'll drop it, and it's one of those things like you won't register, and then you're driving home, you're like that motherfucker. He just drops it. It's like a claymore because then you start processing the day, and you're like.
That's why you gotta fire back.
That little son of a bitch.
I'll be honest. You've been a little sensitive lately, huh? You've been getting a little offended, a little testy.
No. He wants you to think he's offended.
Over everything. You just get a little offended all the time now.
Not that I've noticed.
Yeah, I have though.
I need examples, or else I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, you know what? We're gonna get back to the Conor Khabib thing. let's talk about.
Let's let him stew on that.
Let's talk about when I critique you for leaving the door open with the air conditioner on, and you're like, "It's fine," and I'm like,
Part of that's just because it drives you crazy.
It's not though. I went over and closed the door that day, and you started bitching at me. You're like, "Well, your computer does the same thing," which is not true at all.
Wait, what?
It wasn't quite like that. Thank you.
It sounded exactly like that.
Okay, all right, hang on.
He said he was comparing me to leaving my computer running to leaving the door open while running the air conditioner, which is not the same thing.
Wait, what?
It's not that big a deal.
I feel like
okay, hang on. All right, you know what?
I can't make that any more clear, Pedro. I feel like I said it in the most clear way possible.
To evidence this, these two gentlemen are roommates. So and as roommates do, they're around each other long enough that they're gonna fight over really stupid things.
Yeah,
like this is one of them.
I feel like running the air conditioner with the door open is not a stupid thing to fight about.
Well, no, I'm just saying if the rebuttal is like you're leaving your computer on and that's where the hang up is. There's no need to have the argument.
You were just like super offended. He's like, it doesn't matter if it's the difference of power. It's the same thing. He said it just like that too. You see, Watson, that's got an 8-core processor in it, and when it's not using the 8 cores, it shuts them down to 1 core. Right now, that's using maybe about 3. We're getting up to 3 cores probably recording this, right? When we're in a game, we're in 8 cores. That's when we're pulling the power. All right. But when I'm with the standby mode, we're running 1 core. It's not that. It's not using hardly any power.
Oh, all right.
The thing is, though, is that air conditioner uses a lot of power.
No, dude, that has 12 cores.
Is that a 5,000 BTU or?
Yeah, and it's not strong enough to heat the entire room as it is.
Well,
so
air conditioner's cool.
It's cool the entire room as it is, and Watson's just like, yeah, let's fucking open the door.
Yep.
It's a nice day.
Well, it's 12 cores.
Just get up and turn the air conditioner off, man. Fuck.
Are you done?
Yeah, what were we talking about? Oh,
Conor Khabib.
Conor Khabib. Yeah, so what do you guys think about that fight?
I am so excited.
I think if it ends in the first 2 rounds, it's Conor. If it ends any time after that, it's Khabib.
I'm going to take Khabib. I'm taking Khabib.
I'm 50-50 on it, man. I can't
Khabib.
decide. Because I saw Khabib stand up with his Alaquinta fight, and I was like, oof.
Well, okay, I'll take this.
Son?
I'm taking Khabib, but again, with MMA fighters, where I seriously think they're surrounded by morons, and I could be wrong here, but sometimes it's just hard to understand that. Look at a guy like Justin Gaethje, dude. Hey, how about you don't just stand in front of everyone?
I don't think that's his
beat
team.
the fuck
I
up?
think that's just him, where he's just like, yeah. He said he's switching his game.
But
plan
anyway,
up, though,
so you would think Khabib would have worked on some stand up.
Mm-hmm.
You would logic would dictate. Again, logic.
I bet he does 40 fights.
I don't think you close that gap though.
No, I don't think you close that gap, but like you don't. Basically, you get yourself to a point where like you can be comfortable enough, but like you go to your bread and butter.
Yeah,
that's what I would do. Like,
well, see,
you show that you show that you're adequate, so you leave the threat there.
Well, see, so here's
That's
my
what I
thing.
think, anyway.
Here's
I
what
know
I've
nothing
noticed
about fighting.
and I've seen almost every Khabib fight in the UFC.
And they're fucking entertaining.
The thing is that he does the same thing each fight, and I'm pretty convinced he only has one game plan, which is to pressure you until you get your back up against the cage, and then he shoots for takedown against the cage. Yeah. He doesn't shoot for takedowns very often in the middle of the ring, because what ends up happening is people stuff them.
Well, yeah, because you think like
Alaquinta stuffed almost all his takedowns in later rounds.
Right, because imagine someone coming at you with their back to a wall, like
Yeah.
you don't have room to stuff it.
Exactly.
That's smart. I like it.
It's smart, but it's like the only thing he can do. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying can do, but it's the only thing he does do. We'll so, I think McGregor's footwork's gonna get him out of there, and I think the only thing that kills McGregor in this fight is
rust factor. It's got to be
his conditioning, because he always gets tired in like the 3rd, 4th rounds.
Yeah, do you think that's just like a genetics thing? That's got to be right.
I don't know, because you can't imagine he's slacking off in his conditioning.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you can't sit there and think, like, again, logic, right? Like, his team wouldn't be like, yo, you need to really get your cardio in.
But also, he throws so much power at his left hand.
He just burns himself out.
Yeah, he might just burn himself out. I don't know. He's also showboating in the ring. He's talking. He's.
I'm real excited. You know,
I'm excited too, dude.
I'm pumped for that.
I hope I get to see it.
The rumor is,
Watson. Well, if you don't see it, that means none of us are seeing it. You understand this, right?
Yeah, like for the fuck's sake, end your reception early.
But also, to clarify, my wedding is on the day.
Yeah,
of the fight.
This selfish prick. The weekend of Comic-Con, the weekend of the Conor Khabib fight. This asshole has.
We would have the most amazing wedding, or the most amazing weekend of all time, if you just had your wedding on Sunday. That's all you had to do.
Oh, is it Saturday night?
It's Saturday.
Okay.
The night of the fight.
See, the saving grace is we bring a computer and we get Wi-Fi, or even a hotspot. You get us a hotspot?
I don't think it happens.
No, I'm saying if we get enough signal for someone to get a mobile hotspot going, we're in business.
We can't sit there and watch a fight at his reception.
Like the fuck we can't.
Plus, also, even if your reception ends early, you go into a bed and breakfast after that. You ain't watching that fight.
Vicky would let him watch the fight.
No, she wouldn't.
Yes, she would.
You think you're crazy? You think
Vicky would watch the fight with us.
Hey, man, you smoking crack this past month?
Yes.
She would watch the fight with us.
Yeah, Vicky would watch the fight with us.
It's not going to be us. You guys are going to be in bed and breakfast.
They're not going.
Yes, they are.
They can go afterwards.
We're going to a hotel.
You're going to a motel. They're going to a motel.
No, they're not going to a motel. Don't say motel. He said hotel.
Don't you fucking degrade me like that. I have some
So, Watson,
standards.
I think if we can pull this off at your wedding, it'll be a great night because we'll all probably be very inebriated.
Well, I think we're stopping the wedding around 9 or 10.
Fun fact: we're making Robert
You mean
drive
the reception?
The reception,
Yeah.
not your.
Because
Not
God
the
forbid
ceremony.
the wedding lasts until
Unless it's like this old Gaelic.
Neither of
wedding.
us are Catholic, but we're going to do a Catholic wedding. You guys can bet on a good...
Yeah.
It starts at 1. You're going to be there for a while.
All right.
And prepare to get your cardio in.
Yeah.
Down on one knee, up, down,
Well,
up.
So-
if it ends at 9 or 10, we're fine.
So are we making Sweely drive? Is that where we get our revenge?
Drive where?
To the wedding and the reception, so we can get drunk.
Well, he's got to get here because he's a groomsman.
Yeah.
So
still,
I figure we'll all just crash the same place the night before. Just
and
hang
also
out.
get super drunk.
Yeah. I mean, I'm so,
Pretty drunk.
So he's gonna drive
Super
here.
drunk.
I'm not going to be hungover from
I did Watson smashed at his own wedding.
That'd be so amazing.
Too drunk to be
What, like this? Like I do.
Playing Watson's bachelor party is it's something though. I'll tell you what.
Are we just gonna? Never mind. I don't want to spoil it.
Do tell, Pedro.
No.
I'll tell you what though.
I'm excited.
I'm excited.
I
too.
mean, I am excited. God damn it, am I excited?
Am I not the best man at planning the whole bachelor party? Maybe. But hey, it's okay. It's not about me. It's about Watson. But also, am I planning the bachelor party? Maybe.
I have had input.
Did you tell him that you're playing?
Hey, maybe.
Wait. Am I missing something?
I would have
here?
that conversation and say, why am I doing this?
Wait, what?
Do you make my life as
still
inconvenient as possible? Yeah, you do.
Me?
Yeah, you do.
Okay, in
Hey.
his defense, it took you fucking forever to get us dates so we could plan this.
In his defense?
Yes.
Yes. That's fair.
We had to get Vicky on it.
Yeah, do you make my life as
Okay,
inconvenient as
but
possible?
and then in Watson's defense, we struggled for hours to even come up with an idea.
Well, because this motherfucker's like, I don't want strippers. I don't want to go anywhere normal. I don't want to have a normal bachelor party.
No. Anywhere
never
normal. He didn't say
specified
anywhere normal.
You did.
All I
did
told
say
you-
this. You were
all
like,
I
I
told
don't
you
want the
is-
normal thing.
No, all I said
okay.
is I don't want to go to Gettysburg. That's the only thing I told you.
So if we were to do this, if we were to do that same thing anywhere else that was not Gettysburg, would you have been like, you know
Watson
what?
would
Okay.
not be like, all right, let's go to a fucking bar and get smashed, and like, let's bring a couple girls
but-
back and have my buddies finger bang them.
What the? What are you, 16?
It's a weird thing, man. I didn't
But
know.
anyway, but I think what we have planned for Watson's bachelor party, I'm really excited for. I think,
Yeah, if it comes together, I don't know.
or I could just be really drunk and just go with the flow.
It could just be Watson sitting alone out in the field and us kind of throwing eggs at him or something.
This isn't bad. It's not good, but it's not bad.
No, Watson, if we're the location where I think we all is that what we decided on? Is that
No.
confirmed? No, it is not.
No, because they
confirmed.
wouldn't. They
wouldn't play ball.
They specified in their talkings that they had the person had to be over 30 years old booking it, and also there was
what fucking factor does that have anything?
and then also there was no parties allowed. So,
we could just have Watson's dad fucking book it.
Not
no
an
one
awful
thought.
idea actually. But it said no parties allowed, so we switched to another place.
What's their definition of a party? Like a fucking frat rager?
I feel like this could get a little testy.
Yeah.
It could get a little spicy.
Okay, because then here's my next thing. Because from what you guys communicated to me when we were planning this, we have a bunch of people who just fucking cannot control themselves when they're inebriated.
Who's that?
We're not gonna say who, but I have an inherent problem with that.
I don't think that they can't control themselves. I just think that when you get inebriated, that things happen.
I don't think really any of our group gets too crazy drunk.
Okay.
Few of them get a few stupid ideas and then they talk about it and they never do it.
Well, okay, so like to put this in, the worst idea I think I've ever had drunk with Seth is we went trespassing. Trespassing. And then then we walked to the where the hell that bar is in really cold weather.
Dude, it was like 40 degrees outside.
That was like 10.
I was telling my brother
top 10 bad ideas
about that the other day.
Why do we do that?
Because I was drunk. I was like, "Yo, Seth, let's go to the bar." You're like, "Yeah, let's do that."
As we just got.
You are very impressionable when drunk. That's not good.
I am very impressionable.
And I'm like, I have the gift of the silver tongue. I'll just keep talking until people agree with me.
I don't know that I've ever seen you drunk.
I was fairly drunk that night.
We were pretty drunk.
I passed out in that recliner there.
And you never stay over.
Yeah, I was too drunk to drive home. Like I was like too drunk to drive home. Like there was no possibility of sobering up. I was just going to bed.
Yeah,
and we stopped in Dunkin' Donuts where immediately they knew we were smashed, but they had a good time with us.
We explored our abandoned bar.
Everybody when they're drunk in this town goes to Dunkin' Donuts, dude. They're used to it.
Yeah. Although I found out recently that that's a bad idea because the cops sit in that CVS parking lot.
Listen, we're both old. We're both above 21. Like I'm almost 30.
They pick up people for being drunk in public.
You have to be being an asshole. To be drunk in public.
Yeah, if you're walking home and you're stumbling and you're not in the road, they're just gonna tell you to get home.
Yeah. If you're in my experience, you have to be being a fucking douchebag to get a DUP.
Anyway, let's talk about the first topic.
That was a long introduction.
Well, these are the good episodes.
Who's taking the first topic?
I'll take the first. No, I'm not. My topic's gonna run long. What's your topic, Pedro?
All right. So my topic, and I talked about this with Watson. I've been working a lot of overtime lately, so I've been at work. So the only thing I've really had time to do is explore music while I'm driving to work. Or when I come home and I'm cleaning my apartment, just listening to music, and I've done this deep dive back into some of the old music I grew up with. So I've been listening to anything from Angels and Airwaves to Blink-182 to even older stuff. I've been listening to a lot of The Police, Sting, listening to a couple Eagles songs, listening to Coheed and Cambria, just really getting music back into my life because I enjoy music. I just don't necessarily, I guess, have a passion for it per se, but I find it very. Put the Jack Daniels away. But basically, I'm noticing that music really has helped mellow me out with stress. Where, when I'm driving to work and I get 40 minutes to just kind of throw an album on, and my favorite thing is to listen to an album from start to finish and not skip a song. I feel like that's a mark of a very good album.
I hate that. I hate doing that.
Why?
Because you get those fucking... I don't know why bands do this, where they put, filler songs in their album that are, 2 minutes long, that are just, ambient noise or some shit.
But
Linkin Park and Disturbed both do that. And,
But sometimes it really helps the album flow. That's kind of why I think that happens.
An album is a story from start to finish.
And so...
Is it?
Yes.
Or is it just a bunch of fucking songs put together on...
No. An album needs to flow. And my favorite thing about Coheed and Cambria, for example, their albums are concept albums, so they're all based off stories. And in those songs, each song tells a story that flows into the other. And there's a comic book line that goes along with this.
Yeah, Robert was explaining a story to me the other day. It sounds fucking
It's pretty fun. It's
crazy.
fucking epic.
Yeah, it's wild.
I recommend you listen to Coheed and Cambria.
I think I've heard their songs.
Claudio Sanchez is my idol. Yeah, I love Claudio. But I really just exploring music and going back where you see where music is today. There's a lot of, I'll be honest, there's a lot of bullshit. But going back and listening to the classics, I'm a big fan of Queen. I like Michael Jackson a lot. Prince.
Yeah, fuck yeah, Prince.
It's just I can go for David Bowie. It's one of those things. I just feel like going back and listening to that older music really gives me an appreciation for the stuff I grew up with as a kid and kind of where they got their roots from. So and music is just this big world that I don't think gets talked about enough. Where some the messages in some songs even from back before we were born still ring true today, and it's kind of impressive. These guys we're thinking that way.
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny, if you look at like every, they tend to group music in time periods by decades,
Yep.
50s, 60s, 70s, and so on. And it's pretty neat that usually you can see any major group, you can listen and name several of their biggest songs, and you can trace that back to, like, say you look at the 60s, some of the biggest songs to come out of the 60s, you can tell, it's like, oh, wow, it almost seems like Elvis had an influence on this. And then some of the 70s songs, it's like, oh my God, it seems like the Beatles had an influence on this. And some of the biggest players from each prior decade have a huge influence on the one before, and the music shows that.
Yeah. So I just really enjoy, like, especially like with a band like Blink-182. They're like one of my.
It's a girl at the rock show.
They're one of my all-time favorite bands. But like, if you listen to their discography, you can see how they matured over the years. Where they kind of like went to from that bratty teenager to like immature guy in his 20s to more mature music. Especially like as they splintered off into two different bands, where Tom DeLonge went to Angels and Airwaves, and Mark Hoppus did Plus 44 for a while, and now Blink-182's back with a new singer. Which is they don't have Tom DeLonge as their frontman anymore. It's I think the singer's from I think he's from Thursday, or I think that was the band he was in.
Who's Tom DeLonge playing with now?
Angels and Airwaves.
That's because you and I had this discussion before you showed me.
And I'm a massive Angels and Airwaves fan. Love them.
Blink-182, especially their older stuff, just reminds me of American Pie.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah, it's like super. I love that.
So, but I just think, I don't know, like music, it's one of those things, like, it really helps me with stress. Like, I'm really noticing it really helps me. Like, I like my long commute to work to unwind, and driving to work to, like, listen to podcasts and stuff and kind of, like, get myself prepared for the day. I absolutely love the amount of time I get. And it's one of my favorite times of the day where I'm just driving in. And, you get that alone time where you just kind of have time to think and process. And I love the fact that music's been really helping me kind of, internalize things and understand things. And sometimes you just listen to the lyrics of songs and you kind of listen to the message. Like I was listening to a song from The Police the other day, Don't Stand, and that song's about statutory rape. If you really listen to it, like if you look at the lyrics and you really read it, you're like, it's basically a school teacher who's tempted by one of his students.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Never picked up on that.
Did you have a problem when you were younger?
No. But I just found it interesting.
Yeah, dude. For me though, I don't have that. I wish I could relate, but I can't.
You don't really have much of a connection with music, do you?
Nope, I have no connection with music. The only time I listen to music is when I'm bored. I need something to keep me busy, like when I'm walking, and if I need to get pumped up. I have no. It helps me chill out. No, it doesn't. I'll get really bored listening to music.
Well, but then you do have a connection to music though, because my thing is, like, if it gets you pumped, then how would you classify that not as a connection?
That is the single use for music. If I'm like walking and like it helps me imagine like different scenarios, like fighting dragons.
Okay. Or like before, so like when you were warming up for football, like on game day, you wouldn't rock the headphones and get the music going and get you in the mood. See, I used to listen.
Just fighting dragons. Huh?
See, when I played football and before any sports, like I'd have my headphones on. I'd listen to a lot of heavy stuff like Killswitch Engage, Atreyu, like very heavy music because it just gets you in that mindset. Like, we're gonna go put in some work.
Atreyu's good, yeah.
So I guess music for me is very influential because I don't play an instrument or anything like that, but I just always
play the fuck out of a fucking
skin
bar
flute.
top.
Oh, you're funny. Was that a dick joke? Dude,
Pedro can drum on a bar top like nobody's fucking business.
Yeah, the one talent I have, I can drum on a bar top. God bless America.
Yeah, but I just use music when I'm like walking or whatever to kind of like visualize and get pumped up about fighting things.
So again, you do have a connection to music.
Kind of.
What about like even video game music for you? Like,
not really.
No?
It gets you pumped up though. You hear a song that's nostalgic. I see you fucking light up. Or if a fucking Dragon Ball song.
Yeah, but it's more like, oh, that's that song, and like I'm excited because I recognize it, and I'm like, oh, that's cool because I love that series. It's not like, oh, that's just a great tune.
Yeah. There's nothing sometimes, but again, back to the topic. Really, it's something like I love going home and just like I want to get a vinyl player so I can start collecting vinyls. Me and Mr. Sweely talked about this when we were in Boston. But I really want to do this because, like, the sound from vinyl you can't replicate.
No, you can't.
It's like a special sound, and I want to collect albums I really enjoy on vinyl and just have a vinyl player when I go home, crack a cold one, get the vinyl going, and just chill. And it's one of those things like I really enjoy it. And me and my father share the same connection, which it's kind of helping our relationship where like we used to not be able to connect about things, but music is something we for some reason do connect on.
Your dad seems like a man that has great taste in music.
He has an extensive record collection.
That doesn't surprise me.
Next time, one of these times we find ourselves heading that way, we will stop in and I will show you guys. Because I think Watson, you will appreciate it.
Yes, I will.
I think your dad's gonna be my best man.
Wow, hot take. That's if you ever get married. Probably not. So you're gonna die alone.
I'm gonna be fucking too busy banging all kinds of hoes. That's offensive.
What, your right and left hand?
I specifically go left hand to warm up, right hand to finish.
Banging
It's
Paul
like having
Molina.
a three-way every day.
Nerd.
Yeah. All right. Well, on that note, we're gonna take a short break, and we'll be right back. And we're back.
Sup?
All right. Before we move on to the next topic, Watson, we got something for you. Pedro, hand me the birthday present.
Here you go.
We
You bastards.
We picked you up for it today, buddy. Okay, a little loud. We're in the moment. There you go.
Thank you, guys.
Open
I
it.
appreciate that.
We got you the GameStop limited edition display case.
Thank you.
Open it.
You open it.
Open it.
There's not a game in there. We pre-ordered it for you.
Thanks.
And paid it off.
And paid it off. Originally, thought it'd be really funny if we just gave you a $5 pre-order. You could pay for it yourself.
And you can pay for it the rest.
That would have been the win.
That'd have been revenge for
Really
Boston.
funny, huh?
That'd have been
Thank
Boston
you, guys.
revenge.
I appreciate that.
No one else is gonna have this cover up.
Yeah, except you.
The GameStop employees.
Yeah, we were thinking about our baby boy. Happy birthday. We love you.
That's what took us so long while you were bitching at us. We went to GameStop.
I didn't bitch at you.
You did a little bit.
You know, you're the only two friends that remembered that it was my birthday.
Oh,
Yeah.
awkward.
Not that it matters because I hate my birthday, so it's like nothing to me.
What happened on your birthday, buddy? Why do you hate your birthday?
I just, after, like, as a kid it was fun, but as you grow older, it's, I don't know, it's just another day to me, a day closer to death. And like today, I was like, I'm going to try to enjoy my birthday today. Mm-hmm. And you see where that got me.
It's not a
I
right.
thought I'm going to go get my motorcycle inspected, and I'm going to go enjoy myself.
Wrong.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not going to ever enjoy another day.
I doubt it. I'll do enjoy this day, though.
Yeah, no, me with my birthday, like, one thing, because I'm kind of the same way where it's not like a special day, but like, you got to make it what it is. And like, so like what we did for my birthday was awesome. Like, where, you get your buddies around, hang out, do something you really enjoy.
That's why you two are coming to my show tonight, right?
No. I have to work on my birthday, which kind of sucks.
That
but
fucking blows.
at the same time, I was like,
No, you shouldn't be that way. It should be illegal to work on your birthday. That's what I think.
I thought about taking a vacation day, but I'm like, well, what am I going to do if I take a vacation on my birthday? Not really anything. So.
No, but sometimes that's all you need to do. You just do what the fuck you want. It's your birthday. It's your day. The one day that's about you.
It's okay. I'll have that Monday and Tuesday off. I'll play Spider-Man the next week.
See, no. See, Seth, you're doing it all wrong. Doing it all wrong.
If I had off, Pedro, I'd have some fun.
What night's your birthday?
Saturday, I think.
Oh, yeah, and then you can't take off Sunday.
Yeah.
See, I guess because like the way my leave's structured, like I always set up like a 3-day weekend. I make it a celebration for me, a celebration of me. I love.
Well,
me
if you
some
do
me.
decide to take off, I'll be here then.
I'll be here.
So.
I'll be there. I'll be there, baby.
Maybe.
We can hang out.
Also,
I gotta see how many occurrences I have.
Gonna communicate this now. Surge might have been a bad idea. I'm really hyper right now.
You know what's good on Watson's
No,
birthday?
put the fucking whiskey down.
Put the whiskey down, Watson.
God, why?
Hey, put it down.
Why?
We're not living in a poor community.
Why do you love seeing us miserable so much?
I don't know, but
Why do you like bad
surely
whiskey so much?
This is all I have.
Thank God.
I need to go get some more.
No, I think you're banned from whiskey.
I'll never be banned from it.
No, I think you know what? I think we're gonna take your whiskey card, considering we went to Whiskey Priest and you didn't get smashed.
I got a whiskey though.
I bet.
Yeah, at fucking $16 a glass of whiskey.
Oh, hey, you were fucking great at ordering from everyone else, right?
You're the whiskey guy. Yeah, how about that? When he said, I'm going to get you guys a glass of whiskey, and then you didn't
we were talking about that the night of the fight. I like, in retrospect, looking, like, right after that moment when he said that, like, I completely understand how I could have been the only one that thought the way that I thought on that. Like, how could I have not picked up on that?
Yeah.
Well, number one, I was drinking.
Hey, Pedro, can you do me a favor real quick? Can you plug my cord into my phone?
Yeah.
That's a big deal.
I feel so bad about that because that's
Don't feel bad.
It was a shitbag move. I made it right with Robert by getting a cheap ass Bud Light.
Win.
He said he enjoyed that moment though, just because I had to order a Bud Light. He said that's what paid it back.
One
to
Bud
him.
Light and that like super fancy like underground bar. Can I get a Bud Light?
Oh, you're being serious.
That waitress was banging.
Dilly don't fly here.
Like in an old used way.
No, she wasn't that old.
She looked like
Super low cut top though.
Well, yeah, that was.
She knew
She's in her
exactly
30s,
what she
I
was
think.
doing.
Oh.
Oh, here you go, Pedro. I'll give you the honors of top of that. All right,
like
Watson.
that
Have you remembered your topic yet?
I came up with a new one because I couldn't remember.
Go ahead.
Remember the one. And this is either going to be a good or a really bad topic. It could be good, but I don't know how you are with this. But
I don't like this. Is a bad idea.
you both hate whiskey.
Thank you, Watson.
Can I have a beer, please?
I didn't used to hate whiskey. You made me hate whiskey.
You broke my ability to drink
I was
whiskey.
going to ask you guys, what is one type of alcohol for both of you
Tequila.
that kind of sets you crazy or makes you do something different
Tequila.
than other alcohols?
Yeah, when I drink tequila, I throw up immediately.
When I
Really?
when I drink
Well, I mean,
tequila,
no, but
my clothes come off.
Oh, I remember. You only ever had tequila one time, didn't you?
Without me, you fuck.
I took that one shot and I was like, I'm never drinking this.
I'm like wounded. You fucking had tequila without me.
Are you fucking kidding me?
That's how my day's going.
Are you fucking
I'm
kidding
so
me?
sorry.
On our soundboard? I don't know what to do. Pedro, go get some paper towels. Do something. Holy fuck, Watson.
You were holding it.
No, Watson, listen. I put my hand right here. You popped it, and then you grabbed it and let go. That's what happened. You grabbed this and let it go, and then you hit my beer.
I'm so sorry. That's how my day is. To be fair, this was bound to happen at some point or another.
Don't use that as an excuse.
I'm going to.
That's pretty funny. I mean,
It's not funny if our soundboard's broken.
I know.
If it is, I'll buy a new one.
It's all good.
Check 1, 2.
Say something really loud in your mic.
What are we talking about? I don't care. Well, oh, you want to talk about what kind of alcohol makes us go crazy?
Yeah.
Nothing.
The one that spills on our soundboard?
The one that one makes Seth go crazy. Fuck.
I'm not going to talk about it anymore.
Yeah, we are.
I'm moving over it.
Pedro.
I'm moving on.
What is one alcohol that I don't want to say you can't drink, but you probably shouldn't drink?
I mean, see, I'm not one who makes like bad decisions with alcohol. I guess
There's nothing in particular that sets you off. Like some people say they drink whiskey and it sets them off. They want to
not
fight
really.
everybody.
No, like,
Actually, I've read that. Normally, that's because you are allergic to that type of alcohol.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that you get bad reactions when you're allergic
I'm
to
not
alcohol.
because I don't know, man. I've never had like I guess an adverse reaction where I don't get like beer muscles or I don't want to like fist fight anybody. I'm not an angry drunk, or there's nothing that's made me an angry drunk.
I'm generally a happy drunk.
I'm happy. I'm very happy drunk. Yeah, very happy.
Nothing sets that apart any different?
No, I've never. Granted, I usually if I inherently don't like the taste of an alcohol, I tend to avoid it. Like I think when I was younger, I had a bad experience with vodka, but I don't know but then there were other factors going in. Like there was one time I guess I got mad at somebody, but like my grandmother had just died. I was going through like a bad time anyway, so I think that was more underlying than the alcohol.
And the alcohol just let it out.
Yeah, so I think that kind of. Other than that, like usually I'm pretty happy drunk.
God bless alcohol for making us so transparent.
Yeah. Very happy drunk.
The reason I asked this, like the other night, there is one type of alcohol that does it to me, and that is absinthe.
Oh, that's warm. That's good.
And I had some the other night over at my brother-in-law and my sister's. And it was the Grande absinthe with wormwood in it. And I got all fucked up.
Yeah, you know what? I don't like absinthe very much.
I don't like the taste of it, but I love what it does to me, and I get hyper as fuck.
When I granted, maybe we had some like shitty absinthe. I don't know if there's like if there's like bottom barrel absinthe you can get.
Yeah. There's some without wormwood.
Yeah, and it was just kind of, maybe the stuff we had was without wormwood because it was fucking disgusting.
Just like Sambuca.
What's absinthe made from?
I have no idea.
Wormwood. It's got anisette in it.
It's when you put the sugar in it too, right?
You can. It's more
because it's fucking bitter as shit. Like if I remember,
it can be bitter. If you just drink the absinthe without. Normally they pour water over the sugar into the absinthe. But if you just drink the absinthe,
spoons, right?
yeah, because it's kind of thicker. But if you just drink the absinthe without the rest of it, like it's a lot more concentrated because a little bit of absinthe goes a long way. Like one shot is worth like 2.5, 3 shots of anything else.
Yeah.
And it fucks you up.
Well, because where absinthe got its reputation, I know for me, like, I forget what movie it even was. Euro Trip.
Oh, yeah.
And the people was like, oh, let's fucking get absinthe. But then, like, when I finally did it, I didn't, like, wig the fuck out. It's kind of, I think we were watching the Super Bowl one year when we were drinking absinthe. I'm like, this is kind of dumb.
Maybe it wasn't the actual stuff, because I tell you what, the actual stuff, it's a different drunk than anything else you feel. It's like cocaine liquor is what I would associate it to.
That's a hard pass.
But it gets you real hyper. It's like you can see into the fucking future and you think you have superpowers.
Whoa.
Not that you hallucinate or anything. They say some people do. I don't.
See, I have trouble with stuff like that because I like being within my own right mind.
Yeah.
I don't like being not me.
You still feel like you. You just feel like you crossed and merged with Superman.
Yeah, because you ever like fear like your personality just turned to like 100? Like you ever think of that? Where, like you have your own quirks, but then they're just like extreme at that point.
I feel like I'm always that hard. I don't know. I have like nothing to contribute to this conversation because alcohol doesn't make me really feel any certain way other than drunk.
We're gonna get you some absinthe and we're gonna test this. Would you drink it if I got some? Because it's pretty expensive.
I mean, I'd drink it, but I would drink it just to test this theory, make sure I'm not nuts.
It's like heavy black licorice is what it tastes like.
Now I'm out. Black licorice. Okay.
It's disgusting.
I need black licorice for people who like black licorice. I need to tell you something.
Look right in the camera. Tell them. Know.
Take a flight to the Caribbean. Rent a boat. Go out to sea on your nice little ship. Jump off. And let them sail away. Get eaten by sharks.
Sharks in the Caribbean. Okay.
Never be found again.
Okay.
Go.
That feel good?
Go into the jungle.
Okay.
And challenge a gorilla.
So what happened to you that you hate this?
Let's talk about this.
Let's open up about your
gorilla.
Did you get trapped in a nursing home for like a week and all you had to eat was like black licorice candies?
Hey. Look him right in the eyes.
What happened to you, buddy? Let it out. What happened? There's
Look
a story
him right in the eyes.
Let it out. No. It's okay.
And run at them.
Let it out.
Because you're useless, and no one should like black licorice.
Black licorice.
No one should like black licorice.
Licorice at all.
Because
fuck black licorice.
It's disgusting, and you are a lower subclass of human.
Ooh.
And I'm not going to say the word extinction.
You did just say that.
But if someone were to happen to say it, you wouldn't be opposed to it.
But I just think you
should die
go challenge a gorilla to hand-to-hand combat.
That's how he feels.
Okay.
Or jump off a ship in the Caribbean and get eaten by sharks.
Oh,
Sharks in the Caribbean.
So on that note, I'm out of your stupid absinthe game.
Now we're boxing ourselves in here, Seth, because now there are some of the you wait.
Let him talk.
There are some vile alcohols that come from black licorice. Like Sambuca is one of those.
Never heard of it.
You've never had it's Greek liquor.
Nope.
It's like made entirely from black
I don't drink
licorice.
things that make me miserable.
Yeah, it's disgusting.
But you drank it, didn't you?
For 21st birthday.
God, fuck it. What is with you?
I didn't choose it. People bought it for me.
Oh, what?
And then they thought I liked it, so they kept buying it. And
how do people think you like something? Or were you honey dicking them and then you fucked up?
I might have been. I don't really remember too much from it. I might have told them, try not to be.
I don't really lose my memory being drunk.
No, that was the only time, man. My 21st birthday, I got like. Vicky had to carry me. I fucking passed out on railroad track. It was a long night. But I was drinking gin, Sambuca, and some type of apple ale.
Sounds like one of your friends is an asshole.
We were down in Manassas, Virginia.
Doesn't excuse them not being an asshole.
Well, I was a bunch of people in the bar bought me.
It doesn't excuse that at all. In fact, I would imply that it points to them
or what happened to you usually happens to a lot of people on their 21st, especially if you live in Lewisburg. Where we have a tradition, if we find out it's your 21st, we're buying you a fucked up shot. Because you get those people on their 21st, oh yeah, shots, free shots. Oh yeah, you want a free shot, asshole? Here you go.
Yeah.
Here's a prairie fire.
We should create our own shot. Like get something like a sponge and dip it in alcohol, and that's your shot. You got to eat the
No,
dude.
Dude, no. Here's the funny thing. That's not far off from an actual shot. A shot that I've partaken in also when I was drunk. I was down at Uncle Al's. It's called a Jersey Turnpike.
Well, that's...
And
so they just charge you a whole bunch of money?
No.
Charged you to leave? They charged you to clean the glass?
And I got honey dicked into this when I was already fucking drunk by somebody. You know how I get when someone's like, you can't do that. I get real fucking asshole-ish. Like, yeah, I fucking can.
Let's get them drunk.
And this older guy in there had said, I bet you couldn't handle Jersey Turnpike. And I said, I can handle any alcohol. So he ordered one. And what they do is they fucking pour out 3 or 4 different liquors onto the bar top. They sop it up with the bar rag, and they wring it out into the shot glass. And then you consume that.
I still think eating the sponge... If it
was a clean sponge, I'd rather do that.
Because remember, drinking's supposed to be fun.
Drinking's supposed to be fast, too. And if you have to eat a sponge that's laden with alcohol, you're going to be like,
That's, no.
And you remember, sponges, they're not going to go down easy. You got to chew them up.
So would we call it the alpha? Like, is that
the alpha sponge.
The alpha shot.
The alpha shot.
I don't know. That's
love
probably
that
the
idea.
most thing I'm ashamed of in my life is that I was talked into doing that.
No, you know what? We still need to have our boozocalypse, boys.
Yeah, we do.
We do.
You ever hear of a sweaty Mexican drink?
Yeah, I've seen them all the time. Wait, what? A drink?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Is that where you just get
You ever watch the MLS?
just a big booty Latina?
No.
And she's just shaking it up all over the dance floor.
No.
And then you guys get a little crazy. And she takes her
Sir,
pants off.
you live in Lock Haven?
And then she takes her shirt off.
Hang on. Pump the
and
brakes.
You stand under
No,
her.
he's living
and
a
they,
dream. Let him go.
And they pour tequila down her back
but you
and
live
down
in,
her crack.
You live in
and
Lock
you just
Haven.
Under her drink it. Is that
Are you doing that at the old corner? Like you live in Lock Haven. Pump the brakes.
Yeah.
Pump the fucking brakes.
In my mind,
No, that's
I live in LA.
That's not a sweaty Mexican. A sweaty Mexican is
Sounds like a wet
a
dream.
cement mixer with tequila. There's some other kind of liquor, and then they put a spoonful of mayonnaise in that.
Do you guys remember the Jackass when they drank the fat kid's sweat?
Yeah, that was one of the most.
God, what the fuck?
I was literally gagging in the theater when I saw that. I like, had to look away. That was. I think that's the worst thing they've ever done on Jackass.
No, dude.
The fart mask.
No, dude.
That's not nearly as.
No, the
bad.
one where they swam in shit. Like
That's not. I still don't think it's nearly as bad. Dude,
I think I'd rather swim in shit than drink sweat.
Dude, that was Preston Lacey's sweat. They wrung out his underwear, and then they drank it.
let's move on.
Stop.
to
Yeah, I'm
another
gonna fucking throw up.
I am gonna throw
It
up.
was the most disgusting thing ever.
Don't you fucking yak.
No, don't do that.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
That'd be funny.
You think
'Cause what-
alcohol on that was bad? Wait till I get.
Yeah, wait till he gets
vomit.
fucking his own vomit on the fucking soundboard.
I'd close your mouth with my hand.
Boom! Comes out of my nose, right on. High pressure, right onto that.
God damn it.
And I'd plug your nose and your head would explode.
My point with that, though, where I was going with the Sambuca, is you're never, if that's your restriction, you'll never have Jägermeister, which is a fucking.
You've had a
amazing-
Jaeger bomb. He's had a Jaeger bomb with me.
Yeah.
He's done a Jaeger bomb. Me and Seth have done Jaeger bombs.
Yeah, that's got Red Bull in it.
Yeah, but it's
Gives you wings.
still Jaeger. Jaeger's fucking awesome.
Dude, so that ties into a fun story I have. Speaking of Jaeger bombs, because the first time I did a Jaeger bomb was obviously 2011 because I was 21. And we were in New York. We were in the Bronx. We were going to me and my best friend Matt. We were going to the Subway Series where the Mets play the Yankees, and it's interleague play. And basically, we started the day. You know, we wake up. Was I living in Shamokin? No, I was gonna move to Shamokin. I think 2 years later or whatever it was. But I drove to Matt's house, stayed over. We woke up, drove my my '99 Coug all the way to New York. And you know, this is back again a little irresponsible, but you know, we had some road sodas.
Yeah.
And
They're fucking road sodas.
Road sodas are
delicious.
fantastic, but they're a fucking bad call.
Yes, they are a bad call. They're irresponsible.
Well, I mean, they're not a bad call if you're, for everyone but the driver. But when there's two people, awful call. So kids, don't do this.
Fish story.
But anyway, so we get to New York and we start we find a parking lot. We start tailgating. We meet these Jewish guys, and we start tailgating with them and eating all these sandwiches they had at a kosher deli. It was a good time. And then we go, into the Bronx. We go to this bar called Stan's, and my uncle Stan, he is a large black man who is a bouncer. He's not my actual uncle, but he calls me his nephew. Me and my friend Matt were his nephews, and he's our Uncle Stan. And basically, so what happened is we then, we're waiting to get drinks. He's like, Uncle Stan's like, yo, let my nephews get to the front. And so we go to the front. So the bartender pours us both 2 Jaeger bombs each and just stares at us. And I'm like, what the fuck is this? And she's like, are you going to do them? I'm like, what are they? They're like Jaeger bombs. So I'm like, all right. So I go to start sipping them. They say, no, you got to chug that. And we go, and there you go. And basically, so the problem with the Jaeger bomb, you're drunk and you're fucking hyper.
Yeah.
And
that's fucking awesome.
But the story continues. So then we then go to the game. We continue drinking. So now we go to the game smashed. We are pissed drunk, and we're in the stands. We're talking baseball, and I forget what fucking guy. Some guy was like getting mad at us because I guess we were being a little too loud. And how dare you say Andre Dawson's a better shortstop than Derek Jeter in Yankee Stadium? That is a no-no, apparently, according to Yankee fans. And so basically we go with it back and forth, and then this lady's wife chimes in, and she goes, I go to 80 Yankee games a year, and we never have this problem. And I go, I didn't know they handed out Yankee tickets on welfare, because we were sitting in the bleachers.
Solid burn.
And apparently this was offensive. So then...
Well, yeah, that was pretty offensive.
But anyway.
Classy, I like it.
Anyway, so this other gentleman now gets angry, and he threatens to shoot us. He's like, oh, why don't we go to the parking lot and I'll pull out I forget what kind of gun it was. But anyway, so the situation's evolving very quickly. And then some other large gentleman you ever been to Yankee Stadium, either of you?
No.
Okay, so Yankee Stadium has, it's a facade that's around the top portion of the stadium, has like a bunch of retired numbers on it and stuff like that. So he has this tattooed on his leg. He's like a large, big large built. Yeah, big large built gentleman. And long story short, my friend Matt ends up getting into a fight with this guy, and as of course Matt being drunk, he keeps telling him that he's gonna fuck him after they get done fighting because he wants him to think he's gay too. But I don't know why. But this is what happens. So we end up both getting kicked out of Yankee Stadium. Long story short, because of Jaeger bombs, because we were just raging drunk.
And that makes a Mets fan very proud, doesn't it?
No, because you know what? That was the first time I was ever at a Subway Series. It was the 8th inning, 2-1 game. Dylan G was pitching, and my friend got us kicked out because he was heckling. But yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like if he wouldn't have been heckling, you would have.
No, I was enjoying myself, actually.
Hecklers suck. They're stupid.
No, they're fun. It's a good time.
No,
but, yeah, Jaeger bombs. Sometimes you got to be prepared. You got to mentally prepare yourself for the Jaeger bomb.
Baseball's never a fun time.
I had a great time.
It's very fun.
No, it's not.
Yeah, so that was the story of the time we got kicked out of Yankee Stadium the first time.
All right. I'm going to my topic,
which is
aliens. I want to talk about aliens.
Ooh.
I want to talk about aliens. I want to talk about our thoughts on aliens. And I want to talk about... I want to round it up. Do we think aliens exist?
Okay.
Yeah,
There's
do.
one sitting at the end of the table.
He's a legal alien, and he's native born and raised.
Well, yeah, I'm alien to Lock Haven, so yes, correct. Good job.
Talking about extraterrestrials.
I absolutely think so. I don't see...
It's a mathematical impossibility. They exist
somewhere.
Well, yeah,
well, my thing is, like, because you could make a case... I don't know about, like, Martians and all that stupid shit, but, like, I think absolutely there's, like, alien life forms. So, like, there's alien bacteria, alien... Like, even like a micro level, like, there's alien life.
Yeah.
And, so if you look at it in that terms, absolutely aliens exist.
Didn't they just discover there was water under the surface of Mars?
Yeah.
Well, no, not just.
I'm gonna...
It's been known knowledge.
They just discovered that there's, like, a lot of it.
Well, yeah, it's polar ice cap.
No.
Yeah, but it's underground lakes and shit.
Yeah, there's like a lot of it.
Or underground.
And I'm gonna warn you, fellas. I have some controversial thoughts.
When did we demote Pluto? Did we?
That was like 10 years.
Did we
ago.
promote them again?
I don't know.
I have no. It doesn't matter.
Remember that? Remember that was a big like.
What we classify planets is irrelevant.
I'm saying Pluto got demoted.
That changed my life, dude.
That changed my life too. Remember knowing. Remember you growing up? Oh, Pluto's the cold one. No, not a planet anymore.
Pluto's not a one.
Yeah, no, that's it. Fucking.
Evidently, you didn't take that.
Pluto
seriously.
fucking sucks. I don't give a fuck about Pluto.
Gonna pour one out for Pluto.
But they discovered a planet beyond Pluto in our solar system. Right after the Kuiper Belt. But aliens. I'm talking about aliens. No, it's not Andromeda. That's ridiculous, Pedro.
I love how upset this makes you.
I want to warn you guys. I have some controversial thoughts on aliens.
Oh, okay. Lay them
Consider
on
us warned.
I have some hot takes.
Lay it on me
about aliens. First off, I do believe that aliens exist. It's a mathematical impossibility that they don't exist.
Well, yeah, I could support that theory.
There's theoretically probably they're probably a lot similar to ourselves if we consider the fact that these are the conditions required for life, right? One could assume that because we have a set number of atoms in the universe, that they would evolve the exact same way we would. I don't think that's crazy. I also think that 11,000 years ago aliens came and
killed the dinosaurs?
No, I think aliens came and evolved man.
You think that?
I think it's a very strong possibility.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So, like, and then what? Like, why would they do that?
Well, let me ask you this question. Let me toss you this. Wouldn't we? If we had the technology to go to a different planet, we saw some like primitive fuckers down there, like they're like little stupid apes, like monkeys. You don't think anyone would be like, let's fuck one?
Well, I mean,
I don't know about that.
I don't think that's no.
You don't think they'd
I
be
don't
like,
see a new animal or something.
Yeah, I
that
mean, like,
I've never
let's
seen and be like, I gotta fuck me that.
well,
yeah, no,
maybe not fuck it, but like
fuck with it, like just
like
evolve it.
Yeah,
no?
like let's fucking evolve it. You don't think that we would do that? We would 100% do that if we were like, oh, this could be like intelligent life. Boop, here's a little bit of fucking radioactive DNA.
Well, but like my thing would be like why, and then like
why not?
If you'd make that case, wouldn't these same aliens who came and evolved man come and wipe man out? Because like man has made a very strong case that we don't need to be here. I'll be like if you look at human history, there's a very strong case of a hard pass on humanity.
I think they're probably observing.
What's there left to observe?
What we do, because I think that's exactly what we would do. I think if we went to another planet, found this life there that like wasn't super evolved, and we decided we should make a science experiment, evolve it, observe it, see what happens. Yeah, that's like something exactly we would do.
But then at what point do you pull the plug where like, look at these stupid fucks?
Do
like,
you ever?
Our human history just repeats itself over and over again. If you look at like mass genocide, wars, like people.
But it doesn't repeat itself in the way that we are evolving rapidly.
Well, it's just the way it looks like changes.
Animatronic sex dolls now.
Right.
That's a massive deal.
Well, yeah, but
self-driving cars, AI. We're on the verge of some really crazy things. So there's no reason to wait. It's not just because we get in wars.
I think there's a strong case for humanity.
I think we should keep an eye on you.
I think we should keep an eye on you.
But there's like a whole bunch of crazy fucking shit, right? The Sumerians.
Let me stop you real quick. Is this the basis of Scientology?
No.
Because I don't understand the whole
Tom
thing.
Cruise. That's all you need to know.
Scientology is based on these fiction books that fucking what's his name wrote. The Scientology guy, the original leader of Scientology. They were originally
Wasn't the guy that did the
fiction.
Wasn't H.G. Wells, was it?
No.
You're thinking of War of the Worlds, man.
But he believes that everybody is made up of billions of individual souls from these ancient civilization that this evil overlord dropped into a volcano and blew them up, and like these souls like went throughout the universe, and that we're all built from these different souls. It's like a huge. It's a book. You can read the actual fiction book. Anyway, aliens. So the Sumerians, 11,000 years ago, have written down our solar system with the sun in the center and the size of the planets and everything. Impossible for them to know. Stuff like that. They had a huge solar, like, space religion built around themselves. Also, the Egyptians, that's some weird freaky shit. Also, there was a highly advanced civilization before the Egyptians, like thousands of years before the Egyptians, and so they built the original pyramids, and then the Egyptians built pyramids around the original pyramids.
Uh-huh.
So like there's all this crazy shit, right? And it's just stuff that doesn't make any fucking sense. But there's also like all these fucking weird ass pictures and sculptures from way back when
civilization
about like flying machines and whatnot. It's just weird. That shit's weird. And I don't think it's crazy to seeing. I don't think it's any more or less crazy than seeing like, oh, there's a fucking magical deity in the sky that's gonna fix all my problems. Either way, I'm not saying that I 100% believe this. I think it's a possibility.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't be shocked. Like, I'll put it to you this way: like, I wouldn't if I were somewhere turn on the news and discover we found another planet that has life similar to ours. I wouldn't be shocked. We fucked up. But anyway, but like, I just don't sit there. Like, it's hard for me to.
He's alright. Leave him alone.
It's hard for me to I guess put any stock into it. But like, I'm not stupid enough to think we're the only life forms that exist in the universe. Like, I'm not. I feel like you'd just be stupid to think that.
I was watching the Rogan podcast. There was a scientist on. He was saying like there's like 16 different kinds of quirks, and they all that when the Big Bang happened, like 16 times of quirks came out, and like because of that, they would have to evolve in the same way.
Yeah.
So it's like
I just wish we could like. It's not gonna happen in our lifetime.
I don't know about that.
I don't think. But like, where we do make that discovery, like, oh my God, here's another planet similar to Earth. Or
remember, in
the
Mass Effect universe, they first discovered the portal on Mars.
Yes,
that's important.
God bless the Mass Effect universe.
Spoiler alert.
More to come on Alpha Nerds.
You're never gonna play Mass Effect.
You've never? No, we're not doing this.
He's just playing through BioShock now, the original BioShock. He's enjoying himself.
You know what? That's good. But that's good. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself, Watson.
He's like, nope, not taking the bait.
Taking the bait.
I will get you before the end.
Not taking the bait. It's what the fuck he does. Little fucking landmines.
He started Mass Effect 1, and it was like, nah, I don't
stop.
This. Put it down.
It's right there.
But anyway,
oh, you touch it.
This is what he does. He drops little landmines, and then like I'll be sitting here and like, wait, this motherfucker didn't do what? And it just hits me. It hits me like down the road later, and it's infuriating.
I'm not the best at comebacks, but I am the honey dick master.
You know what? Open your lips.
Oh my!
Open your lips.
Under tongue.
Under the tongue. Lift it up. Lift it up. Lift it up. Lift it up. Tongue to the top of your mouth.
Yeah.
Now gargle on a dick.
All right.
I need a dick, dude.
No. So, I think that there's because it's space is impossibly huge, right?
Right.
It's expansive. We have no idea how even like massive it could be, and there's thousands and millions of galaxies and thousands of millions of solar systems inside of them and thousands of million planets inside the solar. It's like this never-ending thing, and it's just I don't know. I think it's
crazy to fucking think about.
Yeah, when you think of the like
how irrelevant we are. Yeah.
When you think about it like on a macro level like that, you're just kind of like, God damn. But I always when I think of the stuff like that, I'm just like, well, fuck. I don't know if I'll ever get a chance to like see all that.
It's a little sad, isn't it?
Because like say if we want to go to different galaxies, like what millions of light years or whatever the fuck it is, like
we're making some really interesting advancements in technology, like the EM drive, which can seemingly produce thrust without any fuel.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, which it breaks the laws of physics, and they don't really understand.
I would love to
how
go
it
into
works.
space. Like if I'm ever a millionaire, I'd pay extraordinary amounts of money just to be on a shuttle and go to space and then come right back.
There was something about like
right on back.
Microwaves inside of an enclosed area bouncing back and forth, and that creating thrust. I was reading about it. It's really the EM drive is a really fascinating piece of technology that was discovered accidentally. So,
in that theory, then I would think that if it's running, so the EM drive's running off microwaves. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
So we can make
if that would shut down while they were going, instead of having a gradual rate of slowing down the rate of the microwaves, wouldn't that rip your vessel apart?
Slowing down while they were.
Well, I would imagine as the microwaves move faster, they pick up thrust.
They don't move faster, because that would require energy going in. It's constant thrust, and but by the way,
so there's no acceleration or
you don't
decel.
you don't need acceleration in space. Because you got to remember, on Earth we need acceleration because of forces being pushed against us. In space, you don't. If you have constant thrust in space, you'll keep going faster and faster and faster. So,
well, I just want to go around like things about space that fascinate me is just like the fuckwit shit. Like if you do something in space, like say if you run into something, it doesn't make a sound.
No, there's no sound in space.
And like shit like that like blows my mind. Where you're like you're so used to like the Earth, where like say. Even something like that in space wouldn't happen.
Yeah,
and it's one of the things.
Like, just staying there.
Yeah, you just like would fuck with things. Like I feel like if we would ever colonize anything, like if we in somehow we'd colonize Mars, I'd sign up.
Oh,
well, you could have. They gave you that option.
Well, yeah, but like I didn't think that would be happening in my lifetime, so like hard pass there.
That was I forget the name of that program. That fell through, I think. I'm not sure.
Right, shocker. But it was one of those things like I would have signed up. Fuck it. Check it out.
Elon Musk is going to Mars.
Yeah, I don't have Elon Musk money. Do you have Elon Musk money?
Send him an email. Be like, yo,
bro, you want some diversity on Mars? hit up your boy.
He's getting all kinds of controversy on him.
He's like controversial as shit, isn't he?
He's successful.
He's successful, and he's got wild ideas. But you know what? His wild ideas, they fucking work.
Yeah, shut up.
I like the fact that he sold a flamethrower with his new Tesla model for all the. It was like the first 500 pre-orders or something. He gave him a flamethrower, and the name of the flamethrower was not a flamethrower.
That's amazing.
You can view him online.
I thought that was a meme.
No, that's real.
That's awesome.
You can see the videos of him online. He had a whole event set up where people could come and shoot the flamethrowers.
Shoot the not a flamethrower.
Shoot the not a flamethrower at that. It was like a Tesla event. It was fucking sweet. And then he gave like 500 of them away.
That's amazing. Shout out to Elon Musk.
Who is this man?
I don't know.
I don't think he's real. Like you don't.
He's the invisible
Tossing
man.
some love right now? Are we gonna toss?
We're gonna.
No.
Oh, don't
Toss
you
some love
fucking dare.
At Elon Musk, because like he's making rocket ships, he's making cars,
And he does what the fuck he wants. I love it.
he's making like AI, and he's not AI, but he's making like the autonomous car thing, and he's making flamethrowers. And he came out of seemingly nowhere.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I had never heard of him until the car.
And he is a quadrillionaire.
Yeah, got stupid amounts of money. Stupid.
Yeah, but
How do you make his money?
I think he is an alien.
What if he? He came from another
He
planet.
literally made his money.
He showed up with all the credits.
Alien. No, I forget. He's like South African, and he just, I think, was super smart. Actually, I feel like I remember him having a company and then selling it and getting all that money.
Selling
and
it
then,
for all the Bitcoin.
Yeah, I don't know. There was something. Whatever.
Is he involved with Bitcoin?
I have no idea. It's
No.
like saying Bitcoin.
You don't know. The owner of Bitcoin is gone forever. No one knows where he's at.
Isn't that
no one knows
crazy?
who he is.
Isn't that like?
And he's never spent any of that money either.
Right, but the thing where like Bitcoin came out of it didn't come out of nowhere, but like remember it used to be like real black market shit, and now all of a sudden like we take cryptocurrency, like even the fucking word cryptocurrency is just fucking shady as hell.
Sounds stupid.
Isn't that just shady? Like Seth, let me send you some cryptocurrency.
I'd be like, yo,
Like,
what's up?
Doesn't it sound like we're doing some
Holla at
shady
your
shit?
boy.
Just some super shady shit.
Holla at your boy.
I'll at your boy. Secondly, 'cause now we're on the topic of tossing things. We're gonna throw some fucking shade.
Throwing some
Throwing some shade.
Seth. So me and Seth went to go get food. We stopped at one Burger King, and two things happened here, unacceptable. People in front of us, the fucking couponers.
Oh my god. Fuck couponers, man. Hey, listen. If you're a couponer, drive out to the middle of the Caribbean.
You're gonna drive to the middle of the
I don't
Caribbean.
You can if you're Elon Musk. And you can do everything. It's a joke. Whatever. Continue.
But anyway, so these people, first and foremost, you're holding up the fucking line, arguing for your fucking coupon, which we don't know what the deal was, but it took upwards of 10 minutes. Is that an eye roll from Watson?
Yeah, because I hate those people.
Okay.
Not directly you, Pedro. I apologize.
Don't you give me your fucking nonverbals.
It reminds
shit
me
out
of
of him.
and we've been through this many times. Reminds me of the fucking gamblers at the fucking gas station.
Yes. Anyway, so these we're amongst the pantheon of these fucking miscreants. Anyway, so these people hold up the line because they're fucking fumbling with their goddamn coupons. Which, if you have a coupon for Burger King, which is you're spending what max $10, maybe. Are you that cheap?
Yeah.
Secondly, so
Soccer moms are the worst.
fucking.
They really are the worst.
They're the
They got their
worst.
fucking bob haircuts and their
Yeah.
coupons. It's
Anyway, so finally we order our food and we get up to the drive-thru window, and Burger King makes the cardinal sin, the unforgivable sin,
unforgivable sin.
which they put all of our food in one bag. God, do I hate that? Hate it. Seth agrees.
I don't agree as much, but I agree.
It's infuriating.
I'll make 50% there.
I hate it.
Slightly
Can't
annoying.
stand it. And it's these like things that like are just slight inconveniences that don't need to happen. You have two people who ordered literally two separate meals, two meals off your numbered menu.
The big deals.
Why wouldn't you give them two separate bags? Why? Because why send us home with even the opportunity to fuck up our situation there?
And I'll tell you why. Because these people working at Burger King
Daniel Carcillo,
Are
jersey wearing
hopeless.
Flyers fan.
are hopeless and lifeless, and they have been beaten down by the corporate system. And
God, I can't wait for
here
chaos.
soon, that person that you're so upset about wearing whoever gives a fuck jersey is probably gonna put a bullet in their brain.
See, well, I don't want that. No. Don't want that.
Hey, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. If you wear sports jerseys out in public, climb up to the Eiffel Tower, take a selfie, and let God take you, and just fall all the way down. I think we're done with the show.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching Two Beers and a Whiskey. If you liked this, remember to like, comment, subscribe, share us with your friends, and until next time, you're welcome.